was 5 and my dad let me hold a bullet for the first time. I knew he kept the gun in the house to protect us, but I still thought the thing would burn right through my hand. Sometimes I wonder if my diploma will do the same, burn a pea right through my palm. It's funny that the things that are supposed to protect you could leave you with so many holes. Where does this guilt come from? My dad asks. He grew up on a block of veterans when the military was still honest work and no one was afraid of fire. On Halloween, instead of passing out candy, he gave each kid a firecracker, burned holes in their pillowcases, sucked up all the bit of honey trailed in their wake. But nowadays, warheads don't always get sweeter as you suck. See, my dad always had Grandma, a wise, hard-ass mom to keep him in line. The first time he missed his curfew, she threw all his clothes on the front lawn, said, "You don't want to follow my rules? You don't live here." I wonder what she'd say if I complained about Princeton, if I'd wake up one day with my clothes scattered on Cannon Green. You don't want to follow their rules. You don't live here. Rules, laws, black and white wisdom. It got Dad out of his crowded home. It got me here to the finale of their American dream. And suddenly Dad and Grandma's wisdom just doesn't work as good as it used to. I listen to my dad criticize the rich kids. He listens to me criticize myself. Where does this guilt come from? No one else in our family was ever guilty. No one else in our family was anything other than honest. Mom and Dad today are set for life. For them, it was their life's work. For me, it could be 6 years at a job. I go to a party where Princeton alumni are smoking pot rolled in 24-karat gold. I watch the gold stubs crumble in the ashtray. Where does this guilt come from? My dad, tears in his eyes, tells me I earned my Princeton degree, that my grandmother in the cotton mills, that my great-grandmother farmed out at 14, that my great-grandfather shell-shocked from World War II, that they earned my Princeton degree. I say nothing of luck, because today it's easier to nod than to argue with Dad, who has never broken Grandma's rules. When people break the rules to get more than what they need, he said, that's greed. No, greed is how I live in this place of free buffets, pretty clubs, deadline anxieties. Let's toast to all the problems we've never had. I mistake the hunger banquet for what it sounds like, a banquet, and tell my dad, he says, give each one of those banquet snobs a bowl of rice, see what they do then. I smile, bite a bagel, complain about the eggs. Don't you see, Dad, I'm part of this world now. Eating wine and cheese, partying in cocktail dresses I'll wear only once. Dad tells me that Grandma walked to school for a month to save enough nickels to buy a prom dress. He's tearing up, just like the last 5 times he's told me this story, and I wonder if he keeps repeating it because Grandma seems further away when he looks at me. Unlike Grandma, we need so much more than money. We, children of the American dream, we gold-leaf pot smokers. I watch us draw the last drops of gold from the joint until we get it to its knees, just the stubs. And I imagine the rest of the world begging us to stop, and it's strange to think that now I'm the one holding the torch. Or maybe it's the lighter, because I know that most won't cross the finish line. There's a time when we thought that my brother would be one of them, just another name lost in Iraq. The gold joint partiers have never coughed harder. Is this even safe to smoke? Are we going to poison ourselves with gold? I wonder. And I wonder who got hurt to get this weed here. Where does this guilt come from? When I was in preschool, I was always at the back of the line, too shy to push my way forward. My grandma noticed and said to my dad, look at Casey, I hope she never changes. Today, I don't know where I am in line. All I know is that I'm staring at Dad and Grandma from the other side saying, look, I'm still your meek daughter. I just inherited this big round thing full of fire and holes. I think it's called the earth.